The self-publishing portal is live. After 2 years of being in the white paper, of being a promise, it is finally real. This is the biggest news in a long time. We're gonna get into this and other news in this week's episode. Own your stuff. Independent artists or more known artists can now publish through the self-publishing portal. We're gonna get right into it. This is the stuff.io webpage. You have the same on the book.io one. You see on top the creator portal page, and from here they already explain how it's gonna look like. They explain, you can put your audiobook, ebook or music in there. You need of course the content itself, some cover image, some media information, and what's good is that they put links. So let's say I want to publish some music. I have a link to the FAQ directly. So how to format it, exactly what kind of naming convention to use. So that's pretty neat. Then you create your digital asset, just put the details, upload the files, and then you do the promotion. What's interesting here is that they explain that the link to the mint will be sent 3 days before, so you can start hyping things up. I know there are questions about pre-order. It's not possible yet, but definitely something to look into. Can you imagine some big artists coming in? Maybe they will want to, give the ability to their first fans to pre-order. So very simple explanation, and then we see the creation fees. Everything is to be paid in Stuff token. Ebook 40 USD, audiobook 30, music single 15, music album 40. Video podcast documents will come later. What's cool too is that we have a quick FAQ at the bottom. Where can I get stuff? They tell you to go to Stuff token, and you can go here, go and buy. We do have something on Base. It's on Uniswap, but it's very low liquidity though, so I'm not sure if people will look in there. Maybe for some arbitrage opportunity, not sure. Last transaction was a week ago, so nobody uses that. But okay, so if you want to buy, you have the link. I mean, not direct link from here, that would have been cool though. But you have the link there, and from there you can go to whichever exchange you want. And then they answer probably the most common questions. Credit card? Nope, not at the moment. Now it's version 0, the most basic, only ADA. More than one cover? Nope. Basic version, single cover. Can you edit the asset once it's created? Nope. It's on the blockchain, it stays there. How does the creator get paid? This is more interesting. Primary sales, we know 70% right to the Cardano wallet provided. This is an important point because it means, okay, the users, they buy in ADA at the moment, and the artist gets paid in ADA. And I feel like this might be a problem for some people who are not into crypto, because it means you have to set up a Cardano wallet. And I'm thinking, well, could have been, I think they're thinking about it, is that the same way we can have a self-directed wallet for our NFTs, would be cool for an artist to just create the Cardano wallet, like have stuff.io create the wallet for them. I know, maybe this has some legal implications, no custody of digital assets. Not sure how ADA and NFTs differ, to be honest, from a legal perspective, but that would have been cool. I feel like this is a bit of an obstacle, but again, it's version 0. So 70% right away from primary sales, pretty good percentage. The rest going to the Stuff team. And then secondary sale, they explain that they take 2.5% royalties for them, and then a percentage that the creator decides. And the thing is that, well, it can be pretty minimal. Imagine it's like 10 ADA, 2.5% is like 0.25 ADA. It's almost as much as transaction fees. So instead of giving those every time, what they do is that they put that in a bucket, and once it's 50 ADA, it's automatically distributed. Not clear if it's 50 ADA for the artist or 50 ADA of royalties total, which are then split between Stuff and the artist. But that's how it is. It would have been interesting to hear from the current writers. I'm thinking like the Wizard team, because he's getting royalties. So I wonder how it works for him. Anywho, moving forward. Can I mint public domain works? Nope, because it's complex laws. I think they're playing it safe. Because come on, you go to Project Gutenberg, you can access it, so I don't know. But okay, to be honest, I did have this idea. I wanted to put like French classics on the blockchain, thought it was cool. But once I saw that, I was like, womp, it's not gonna happen. I don't know, there are big publishers coming in, so maybe it's also, they want to keep it in their catalog. Not sure, it's a bit too bad, but then I understand, because it means, okay, we're gonna have original work, we're gonna help artists who are alive. So, okay, I get it. This one is very interesting. Can I add a discount? Yes, big yes. 10% discount if for ebook Gutenberg Bible, audiobook Gutenberg or Alice. So now this is a bona fide discount asset. Text will be, all the rest basically will be either the Bible or About Stuff episode 0. This 10%, I'm not sure. It's gonna be the artist deciding, I assume, and so then the price will be reduced by 10%, but then the split is the same. But I do remember the team mentioning that maybe in the future they would give a discount to Bible holders. So remember that Stuff is getting 30% of primary sales, so they could take out, reduce their margins to give a discount, even if the artist or the publisher doesn't want to. So that's something we may see in the future, but for now it is artist driven. It's the decision of the artist. And that is really cool, because it means that as OGs use the portal to publish their own stuff, then they can give discounts, using those assets and basically adding more utility to the assets and hopefully driving the value up. Next, how long will my work be for sale? 2 years, until Policy ID locks or until it is sold out. Reminder that for now it is only the Cardano blockchain. I wonder if on other chains it will also be limited to 2 years, as they may work differently. And then where can I find more info? You have the link to the knowledge base, where they explain everything. So how to format your ebook, the info they need, and so on. Terms and conditions, very important. So you can look into that. And to give just a very quick sneak peek. So here on the page, you choose what you want to publish. Let's say a music single. You have the agreement here. And then you confirm, hey, you are the IP owner, you have all the rights. So that's on you to make sure that you don't publish someone else's work. If they find out that, hey, you didn't have the right, then the content of the media file will be deleted. And that, I'm not sure. Do they mean before the asset is created, like when they're reviewing, and they're like, nope, so we delete that? Or is it afterwards? Because all the content of book and stuff.io so far is hosted on IPFS. And IPFS, you can pin your content. Basically, you can either have your own node or pay to get it pinned, meaning that you always have someone who has a copy of your content, so it's always accessible. If you stop pinning, then it may just disappear. I am unsure if it's possible to flat out delete from IPFS. I don't know. Maybe it's just possible to, when the librarian puts together all the pieces, all the shards, and they come from IPFS, maybe the librarian can just say, hey, this is stolen content, so I'm just not gonna pick up the pieces. So the pieces are still out there, but not put back together as an asset. Really wondering how that's gonna work. Also, imagine you bought something and you realize it's stolen works, you didn't know, then it's not you don't get access to it anymore, you don't get the refund because, hey, the artist probably cashed out and did something. So here, kind of question mark. And then the last point, it tells you the price, and this is dynamic price. So music single, so it's 15 dollars. At the moment, it's 1,735 stuff tokens. And then, well, you click everything, continue, and then here you go through a form. I'm not gonna go through all of it, but just to give you a quick idea. Track title, subtitle, artist name. You put, so this is music, so it's a WAV format. The cover, the secondary store banner cover. I wonder if they will use that. This is what you have on top of a JPEG store on the page of the assets. But I wonder if they will use that for their own marketplace. They will use the same format. And then some description. Interesting information, I guess. If some of you are not English speakers and you want to sell stuff for from your country, so at the moment the stuff app is only available in English and Spanish, but if you publish some content and you want to target it to a non-English audience, you can put your short landing page description, long landing page description in both languages. So you can write, because it's a question I asked, so you can write, like, let's say I want to publish in French, I write my description in French and after that in English. Maybe, I mean, to be honest, I think it makes a lot of sense because, look, if I'm selling you an ebook in French, well, probably you read French and understand French, so you would want to see the page description in French. Not sure, it's not optimal because the website won't be in French, the app won't be in French, but I think there's potential there for people to establish themselves as the first, art on stuff.io, first content in a specific language. I just find it pretty cool. Then the biography, the headshot, runtime, so this is for music, then some more information, when it was first released, genre, audio language, adult content, this, be very careful. Everything that is sexual gratification is a no-no, so don't get banned, don't get your content rejected because of that. Anything else you would like us to know? Okay, good, but we can add some comments in there. And here, requested release date. So March 2025, nope, there's nothing in there. But April, yes. So there's a 1 month lead time. And I believe at the beginning they said to be at least 2 weeks. Now I see it's a month. I don't know if they changed it or if it's just that they got so many contributions. So many contributions that they decided to push it back. So curious how this is gonna look like. And I admit this is one of my concerns, is that the team is already pushing out like 1 mint per day, like on a regular basis. And now what? How many, contributions came? Like 10, 20, 50, 100, hundreds. And I'm like, if it's the same team checking everything, they're gonna be overwhelmed. So I do hope they're gonna hire, or they found a way, maybe using AI or automation, to go through this, because I'm really worried in the sense that they're gonna get a tsunami of contributions at the beginning, and it's gonna take them a lot of time to go through it. Granted, they don't need to do the artwork. The content is already there, just creating the DEA. But I don't know how fast they will be in reviewing. Looks like it's gonna take a lot of time. What would be awesome would be to get some OGs involved, to review some stuff in terms of quality as well. Maybe reward them with some stuff tokens or something. Just a quick idea, I think we have a lot of talent, a lot of people who are very thorough in the OG club, and maybe they could lend a hand. I'm sure they'd be happy. Alright, and then once you fill that in, you have the pricing, which I assume is just the amount we saw before. So for the music single was 1,735 stuff tokens. And I assume you pay, and then it goes through the creation of the asset, which takes a few hours. Takes a few hours once everything is reviewed and accepted. So probably gonna take more time than that. So that's it for the creator portal. I'm gonna jump right onto the stuff chart, because what effect did this have It was released on Tuesday, 25th of February. This is the USD chart. So you can see, well, basically nothing happened, like not really a reaction from the markets. This is the ADA chart. So this is ADA, you see 25th is kind of a butterfly candle, then goes down, bottom, and then up. And stuff did the same, butterfly candle, down and then up. So not much reactions. But what's interesting though is that on the 7-day, we have more buys than sells. And those buys, I'm not sure if it's always related to what people want to publish. I don't know. Like here you have $150. Is it a person who wants to release 10 singles? Maybe. Here 86, so maybe it's like 2 ebooks, so twice $40. And then, you know, the price moved a bit. I don't know. But yeah, some people are also cashing out, it seems, on the news. But yeah, generally speaking, on the 7-day, at least more buys than sells, like visibly more. So that's pretty cool. That, you know, it is creating some activity on the market. And I think we can go a bit further. I should have this in my bookmarks. Okay, didn't save it, but oh yeah, it is here. So here you have Jane, who is quite a prominent Cardano community member, I'd say, who said, look, I was inspired by Charles, who released a short poem lately, and she's looking into the stuff she wrote, and she said, look, among my retirement goals, she wants to publish them on book.io. And that is pretty cool. It means that now that the publishing portal is out, people who, Jane, she is a lawyer. So, I mean, and many more things. But as far as I know, she was not a professional writer. So you also have these people who just created art during their lifetime and want to put it out there. And those people, they're on Cardano, they will buy the token, they will use the self-publishing portal. And this, for me, is quite a critical piece because Cardano has a very strong community. We even have our own constitution, so we're like our own digital nation. And now with book and stuff, we are actually creating our own culture, that our own references. Maybe Jane's book, you know, a lot of people will read it and they'll be able to refer to it. A great example of that is the last hard fork was named Plomin because of all the work that Matthew Plomin did before he unfortunately passed away. So this is our community. We know each other, we know the names, and soon we'll know the art of each other. We're gonna support each other, and I think this is pretty cool. And generally speaking, as I said, even people who are not professional artists are incentivized to use the portal. So I'm quite positive about all this. Really curious to see how many people will publish. I did look into my old stuff because I was thinking about publishing. Actually, I used to have a band in my 20s, but unfortunately it fell apart, and I don't think I can get the buy-in of other band members to put our album, it was like an 8-song album, out. So you probably won't get my music. Not saying that you're missing something, but just FYI. But I'll see if I'll do something on my own, because I used to play music for myself anyway. So if I do that, or if I will write something, probably in French though, because I was thinking, you are all watching me, and I really appreciate the likes, sharing the comments and everything. And like, maybe it would be cool to give you something. So if you want to support, you can give a little something, like cheap, not $2 or whatever, but you actually get something back from it. So it's kind of an idea I have. Not sure how it's gonna materialize, but just wanted to put it out there. The other big news is that Mint and Print is coming next week. So back-to-back big announcements. That's also, wow, something we've been waiting for a while, and it's finally there. So Josh dropped all the information, but long story short, for now it's just gonna be Frankenstein from the Monster collection, the first one that was released. Quite nice art in there, like the beginning of AI, kind of something. I don't know if that's an English word, phantasmagorical about it. So you can see this is the book. So the cover is pretty, like the cover that is printed is pretty small, but then you have this how do you call that, book sleeve, I think, to put in there. And look, the number is here. That's to say I have a unique one. So that's really cool. And so Josh explains here that it's one of a kind. It has its own ISBN. So if you go to secondhand bookstore, they will see, hey, you have the only book in the world. What the hell is this? And so this opens the door to digital real world assets with physical twins. So you'd be able to purchase a physical book and a redeemable NFT twin. I mean NFT or FT. Basically you buy a printed book, you get the QR code, the famous multi-use coupon. You get that and you get the ebook or the audiobook with it. So pretty cool. And to be honest, even if you never do anything with the ebook or audiobook, then just sell it because you can. So that's pretty neat. And so what they say, so in-store physical book bundle to include ebooks and audiobooks. They start with Frankenstein. I'm not sure if there was any activity on Frankenstein since then. Let's check JPEG Store quickly. Okay, so just one sale looks like. Yep, so nothing happened for months, and then okay, someone did buy a copy for only 20 ADA. Wait, this is the audiobook. Hey, what's happening with Bex in there? Give me the Monster series. Oh yeah, because it's all under the same policy ID, the first one. I remember now. So sorry about this. So let's look at the activity here. So still not much happening. So we see some Frankenstein, 158. That's a nice amount in today's market conditions. And then we have some Dracula, because Dracula will be the next one being offered through Mint and Print. So maybe that's why. So it's kind of nice to see it prompting some sales. Not much. I guess people interested are mostly OGs who already have those books anyway. And then yeah, so that's pretty cool, because I think the covers really have a strong appeal. So you have a book with unique art, and when book becomes a household name, then you'll be like, hey, I have this early edition of Frankenstein, the only one in the world. So that's pretty cool. It's a lot about, I think, like bragging in a sense, just being proud, but that's a collectible side. That you can have a book that you can prove that there are only that many books available. And I think there was a great question somewhere. Yes, here from Joshua Pennick. I think he's an author who wants to publish with book, and more precisely on Algorand. And so he's asking, okay, so like, will we see, like when a book is printed, how does it work with royalties? They say the first ones are public domain, so hey, no royalties. But in the future, yeah, all authors and rights holders will be paid out their standard royalties. And they'll add more customization and tracking, and the ability to give out some stuff to people buying the printed book. So that's nice because then they work like a normal bookstore. You buy a physical book, of course the author gets something. I wonder how it will work. Is it still 70% author, 30% for the team? I guess so, because they don't they don't say it's going to be a different contract, but what do I know? So that was pretty good information in there. So big step. I know a lot of people are excited about it. And yeah, imagine your own bookshelf with all those cool covers. That's something you can, leave to your kids and grandkids. That's kind of vision we can have. All right. And then there are other things, other quick news. Ben Armstrong saying that he's gonna release his book on book.io. Ben Armstrong, I'm surprised I didn't block him, because I remember him shilling on Cardano. So I don't follow him at all, don't watch the content, but I know he has some following, so 100,000 followers. He released a book, I think on Amazon, while there was some delay. So Batcave Node said, hey, go on book.io, especially now that you did 180 about your stance about Cardano. So maybe look into it and said yes. So is it just signaling, or is it real? I don't know. But if it happens, pretty cool, because the audience of BitBoy probably anti-Cardano, to be honest. But if not, there are probably people from other blockchains, so they'll get their eyes on book. So that's pretty neat. People who can come and bring their own audience, bring people who gonna buy more books or different assets on the platform. Then we had some snapshots. So 2 of them. One, finally, the Frog Stuff episode from Clay Nation. It's done. Snapshot was done already. I don't remember how many copies, 800 something were sold. Out of 10,000, it's a bit underwhelming. But the NFT market is what it is. And so yeah, the drop is the full episode 1. I don't remember how long this is supposed to be, but it's good to see them finally starting. And the Genesis asset had a lot of other perks detailed here. So you get discount on future episodes, because episode 1 gives you the discount. You'll have rights to participate in potential IP ownership, and as it expands into physical merchandise or media, you can have some piece of the action, whatever that means. Each Genesis episode is a raffle ticket, and I think one thing they were thinking about was to premiere some episodes worldwide, and if you win the lottery, then you get to attend the premiere. I mean, the ideal package would be that they fly you out, the hotel and everything. I hope that's the case. But yeah, pretty cool that you get some VIP entrance because you hold the Genesis asset. So that was the first snappy with the drop. We'll see when that happens. And the other one was the Constitution video, the documentary that happened last month in January. And with this, you get the actual Constitution document, so like an ebook on book.io. So that's also pretty neat. You have the behind the scenes, when it happened and everyone signed, and you have all those interviews of passionate and engaged people, and then you get the documents that came out of that, a historical document for Cardano, minted on Cardano. I was talking about Cardano culture before. This is exactly that. What else? Josh and Guillermo at ETH Denver. I know they attended some conferences. I know they hinted, I think last week, at Ethereum film, like a movie about the Ethereum story. They kind of tagged them on X, or maybe they tried to expand there. But it's good because it's not only Cardano. The more people we can get on board, the better. So good for them to go out and see what's out there. Snoop Dogg is making moves in Web3. He released his new single, Spaceship Party, exclusively on Tune.fm, a streaming platform on the Hedera blockchain. And yeah, a bit surprising. I guess some people were maybe a bit salty that, hey, I thought he was supposed to release on Cardano, what's happening? Well, we don't know what's happening. We just know the Stuff team was talking to his team. But then, to be honest, look, I don't think it happens like that, that you suddenly come out on some platform. Probably takes months to prepare. So, you know, I think he was working on that before. So I looked a bit into Tune.fm because it's pretty big. Like, I have no exposure to the Hedera blockchain, but you know, looking here, 500 likes, a lot of comments, you know, people being bullish on it. They do have a community, so great for them. And Hedera, as far as I know, is not hostile to Cardano, so what is good for them? No, genuinely happy to bring some big artists on Web3. So what is this Tune FM? So it's a streaming platform, and look, 46,000 followers. It's more than Book, I think. It's a streaming platform, and they have their own token, the Jam token, and well, you can go and listen to artists. You get paid in Jam tokens to listen to promoted materials. And I was thinking, okay, so this was released on 27th. How did the token react? So 27th, we are here at $0004201, and it peaked the day after at 00018. So this is a 4x. This is Snoop. 4x on a token. So hopefully it's a good sign for Stuff holders. 4x, and then well, it chilled, but still 3x compared to before the news. I mean, will it hold? I don't know, but it did have an effect, and the fact that we are talking about it on Cardano just shows the reach they have. So here we are, and then, well, we looked into the white paper, and here I will use the work from the Lurker. So muchas gracias, Lurker, for skimming through the white paper, and it's interesting. So the way it works, so basically the premise of Tune.fm, and it's very similar to Stuff, I mean, in some aspects, is that, hey, we're gonna pay you more than Spotify. You get back, you're back in the driver's seat. Also, you can connect with your listeners. They have like a message system. Also, they have an NFT marketplace where you can buy, I don't know, albums, music, videos, and you have perks like FaceTime with an artist, concert tickets. So a lot of things that Stuff will push once they build everything. And so we went through the white paper, and it's quite interesting that so artists will get a proof of stream showing every second streamed, the identities of their fans, volume and microphone ping validation. So if you look at the next one, it explains here. We validate proof by pinging the microphone and fingerprinting the ambient sound and checking system volume to make sure the listener hasn't muted or turned off the music. So basically, they're listening to you when you use the app. I mean, to be fair, probably my Android phone is listening to me. How many times do I see ads about things I talked about? So, I'm not gonna say it's a big concern when, honestly, probably some apps I use also do that. But in crypto, we care more about privacy, so that's, I don't know. That's iffy, I'd say. Then, we talk about the treasury. We can adjust rates and incentives accordingly to have maximum output of content, user adoption, and price stability. So they have control on tokenomics at any time. And then they explain that the way the platform works is that you as a user, you have to buy this Jam token to be able to stream music. And I don't know how expensive it is. I guess not so much. So you buy Jam tokens so you can stream music. It's basically like a subscription on Spotify. And then there is also a possibility for you as a user to earn the Jam tokens by doing things on the platform. So that can be, for instance, when you verify your email, when you do KYC, so government issued ID, because you prove that you're a real user, not a bot, so they reward you more. Now, if you listen to a song that is being promoted by an artist, actually you don't pay for it, you get paid. You get paid the first time. So this is their way to push people to discover new art. You're an artist, you pay with Jam tokens to push your work on the front and center. And new people are like, hey, this is a new song. If I listen to it, I get some tokens the first time, from what I understand. So, okay, that's pretty cool. But to just come back to this, so far, they are listening to your conversations. I mean, I exaggerate. Probably it's just a ping of 1 second or maybe less, but they have the ability to listen to you. And if you want more rewards, you need to KYC. It's not very crypto, but maybe very Web2. And this is pretty cool as well, that so an artist can use these Jam tokens to purchase packages of reviews. So you're a user, you can give a review for a song, an album, and you will receive Jam tokens for that. And that is something like reader reviews, verified reader reviews, something that Brook wants to do. Although buying reviews, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Sounds like there might be a conflict of interest. I don't know. Then, as fans accumulate large amounts of Jam, especially through the fiat on-ramp, yes, that's what I said, you have to pay. It's not a free service. It's not free streaming. But that's the model. Why not? And then they're going to do some cafes. So in culturally relevant cities, which sounds very subjective. And you'll be able to buy coffee with Jam tokens. This is a gimmick, I feel like. And this is also cool. So they sort the music based on how fans respond. So the cream race is to the top, and the level playing field is hard by all. How is that level if you're pushing some people and not others? I don't know. We're breaking down the silos from the archaic licensing frameworks with our own music license. So we take down licensing to do licensing. I mean, hey, maybe it's still a better deal. If Snoop went, he sees the value, all right? But this is to show basically that somehow Tune.fm is a competitor to Stuff. So if we look at their white paper, this was also interesting. After N streams, so that you paid for as a user, fans will automatically unlock ownership of the song, which includes unlimited free streams and unlimited high fidelity offline plays. So offline mode, pretty cool. But then it got me thinking, so you pay to listen to a song, and when you paid enough, you acquire the song. But I'm curious, so how much do you need to pay? And so you see, like, you can stream enough to actually acquire it, or you can just buy it outright from Stuff.io. I mean, it looks like the same thing with extra steps. But anyway, so is it, what else? What else is interesting is this. Look at the tokenomics. So you are thinking that 10 billion tokens for Stuff is crazy, when half is locked for consume to earn. Well, look at this. Max supply 92 billions, which is actually limited by the Hedera blockchain. The real supply, if I go back to the investigative work of the Lurker, is here. Look at the tokenomics. Supply type infinite. And it did a 4x based on Snoop Dogg releasing a unique exclusive single. I don't know. I don't know why it makes me smile. I mean, it's great for them. Like their page looks really, really good. Very professional, but also interesting. I asked Grok, tell me about it. To talk about investors, and basically they got like 80 millions book. Is it 2 millions they got, I think? So of course their website is gonna look good if they have that much money. And it looks like most people who invested, like HBAR Foundation, Animoca, some angel investors, and a lot of stuff related to crypto. So I didn't see any names of the music industry. They don't have Rio Karef, the XCO Vivo, like Stuff does. So not sure there. And then I was asking about the tokenomic loop. So I think it is summarized somewhere here. Yeah, listener spend the jam to stream, earn jam via play to earn. So listening to those promoted songs, rating reviews, and you can also buy NFTs with jam. Artists, you earn jam for streams, spend for promotion, sell NFTs for jam, and that's pretty much it. So I think it is somehow a direct competitor to Stuff, but also not really, in a sense. Like, hey, you can listen to things, and to be honest, they do have quite some big names. Not only Snoop, but they have Beyonce. And maybe I will look at this. I'll go to Snoop because he's being promoted now. 1,200 streams. Well, let's say 1,300. 1,300 streams since 3 days ago. So is it a lot? Like, this shows us that hey, the idea is cool, and Snoop is being paid 4 cents per stream, which is 10 times more than Spotify. So wait, if I multiply this quickly by 1289 by 0.04, that's $51.56 in 3 days. I don't know. But my point is, they have big artists, so there's potential there. Snoop, Beyonce, or other people I don't know. But hey, if you don't have the users for, either streaming or just a plain, purchasing platform, if you don't have the users, it's not super interesting for the artist. And then it got me thinking about what they said, that hey, if you listen to the song enough times, you unlock ownership. But how many times is that? Like, I genuinely have no idea. But it's like 10 times, so maybe in a few days you listen to it if it's a song you really like. I feel like maybe the streaming model, if they had the users, could maybe bring more revenue, like more kind of long tail in a sense. Whereas if you sell something on Stuff, it's done and then secondary sales. So it's two very different models in that aspect. But I think what's good is that a lot of things they're doing here are things that Stuff is doing, and if they manage to get some big names, Stuff can do it too. They said they're talking with big music labels and so on. Now, I don't know why music labels who want to get away from Spotify would go to another streaming platform. So I'm not sure if this is I don't feel like it's a very a real competitive edge. It's just telling you, but you still don't sell your music. You just get paid more for it being streamed. I don't know if it's compelling enough. But anyway, I wanted to spend some time on that because they're rewarding artists. They're doing those NFTs with more perks. So a lot of things similar to Stuff, and this shows that there is a market for that. That is an actual good idea. And if you're alone on your market, and this I'm paraphrasing the Wizard team, if you're alone on your market, it means that's probably not worth it to invest. Like the market is too small. But here we have someone else doing something kind of similar to stuff. So it does show the potential. And for me, I'll just focus on that, on the 4x in one day based on Snoop Dogg announcement. So people took profits. I don't blame them, but hey, I do hope we'll see something similar with stuff. Alright, to talk quickly about the latest releases. Started on Monday, Monday Meditations audio entry, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Audiobook almost fully sold out. Pretty good. So that's, I mean, Monday Meditation is pretty popular series due to the low volume and the fact that it's a series, meaning you'll get an extra book at the end. Then we've got Dementia 13, Half Minted. This is one of the first movies of Coppola. I'm not sure what type of movie it is though. I don't know if it's horror, thriller, something like this. But I heard it, I understood it's pretty violent. So you can get it on stuff.io. Then we got the Band audio series back, also less than 200 copies. And this, the Mont Flanders audiobook. Wait, we don't have the information if it's sold out. Is it? So 189, I want to say it was. Let's check quickly. Cardano scan. Yep, 189 plus 1 royalty token. So this sold out. So again, part of the series, low volume, it sells out. And then we got the Flash Mint, which I believe is, minted out as well. The Book of Dragons, it was last Friday. I don't know what was the occasion, to be honest. But hey, it's been a while we had a Flash Mint, so pretty cool. And the covers are really neat. If you like dragons or kings, it's very like fantasy style. Some wizard team cameos in there. And then a bunch of cool looking dragons. Wow, this one is fire, literally. And yes, you can see they were all one-of-ones. Oh, this one is pretty cool too. So they're all one-of-ones. What was the price? Our fiat price was $4.2, right? Yeah, because it's 420. Nice. So 420, and now on JPEG is like what, $20 also. So good operation in there. And the other thing I wanted to check was about the creator portal, because we got some beta testing last summer about I think we had 3 authors who released, and one of them was this one, Bedtime Story for the Criminally Insane. So mint price was 15 ADA, and what I want to see is how much was sold. So 60 by 15 ADA. Not sure what the price was at that time, but let's say it was like, I don't know, the equivalent of 15 ADA, so let's say $5. It was probably more, but let's say $5. So if this was the normal creator portal, you have a person who paid $40 to put out the ebook and got back 5 times 60, 300. So of course it was, it was only 3 people coming out as beta testers. So I assume they got some support from the community and so on, but it's a pretty damn good operation that you put $40 and you make back 300. It's like what, an 8x that you are doing. Of course you spent a lot of time creating your art, so you need to be compensated. But my point is that, again, you can use Stuff token to speculate, or you can use Stuff, convert it into art, and you sell your art and you get ADA. And people who tried it before, so far, they made more than they invested. Of course, once we have more and more supply, we need also the user base to grow, otherwise it's not gonna sell out as much. But also, as we get more and more content, we can target more and more different audiences. people can find really the thing they like. So it's kind of it goes hand in hand. More content means you can welcome more people, so that when new users come, they have something to choose from. But yeah, just this point I wanted to highlight, that you don't need to speculate. You can just create your art, sell it, and the few people who did it before are in profit. And that's it for this week. Creator Portal is finally out. Go out there, publish your art. It's a big milestone. So many authors were waiting in line. We're gonna get our shelves of bookshelves with full of new books, of new content. Then they need to open it up to podcasts, to videos, and documents. Not sure what will be the use case for that, but okay. So that means more stuff tokens being used, more eyes on stuff, authors bringing their own audiences with them, hopefully. So growing the user base of stuff.io. And then we have Mint and Print next week. This, I suspect, will be more for OGs, but I know the author from Stag Alliance was also looking into it to propose unique books, like books with unique covers, to his fans. So that's pretty cool too. There's a real interest. Like, it's a step up in collectability. And as Josh said, then it unlocks this idea of digital twin. So something that could also bring more eyes to stuff and book. You buy a printed book, you get the QR code to download the digital version. And so this is kind of very short term, but then we are still waiting for the Big 5 announcement, and whoever it is, it's gonna be big, and the press release is gonna make waves, and we already know that they're talking with other Big 5, so maybe it will accelerate things. 60,000 ebooks. After that, Blog.io is like a normal bookstore. Then we're waiting for Consume to Earn as well this year, the marketplace. So a lot coming up. It's really amazing. Hopefully Snoop also comes up and creates a 4x for the token. We'll see. But until then, lots of good things coming, and I want to emphasize that this team delivers. It took time. They've been hinting to Creator Portal since November. It took 3 months to finally push it out, but they deliver. They stick to it. So just need to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Thanks for watching. Take care and see you next week.